Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, November 25th, and this is the afternoon shift. I'm Adam-llorens.
I'm Max Fuller, and look, I think we're gonna go 3 for 3 with my nicknames today.
Okay.
Sometimes sometimes it feels like I'll say something, and you're like, I
Yes.
have no idea who that person is. I think we're gonna go 3 for 3 today.
Okay.
AKA Al Froker.
Sure, it's a big weather day, of course. Our friends
huge
from
weather day.
Our friends from NBC, Al Roker. Yes,
absolutely a legend. Maybe the most, famous weatherman.
I think so.
Weather person.
I think so. Of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Been doing it for years on the Today Show.
Decades and decades and decades.
Yes, yes.
AKA
Born and raised in Queens.
Really?
Al Roker, yes.
No
yes,
way. I didn't know
yes,
that. He doesn't
yes.
seem like I guess I can see him. I can see the New York.
Queens guy, St. Francis Xavier High School grad. So yes, yes.
You ever met him?
He lives on. I shouldn't say the neighborhood that he lives. Oh, we've got a guest here.
Who are you talking about right now?
Al, well, not Ian
Leonard.
Kind
Ian
of.
Leonard is the most famous weather person, of all time. And certainly not
Al Froker.
Al
We're just
Roker.
talking.
I said I was Al Froker. We weren't talking about Al
Roker.
Roker.
Yeah, we're talking.
I thought we were friends.
Okay.
I'm just gonna come. He's all tense. There you go. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking forward to being live with you guys because you talk so kindly about me.
We should just pull up a chair right now. You want to just pull up a chair? We can get a mic for you here.
You're gonna go to the board and do your whole bit. And
There you go. Yeah, just pull up. Pull up.
I said that I'm just gonna crash. He didn't say anything.
Oh, perfect.
We got microphones on for Fox.
Yes. We've got Ian here. It's a huge weather day here at Fox 9. There's a winter storm warning. What's going on outside?
Okay, let's not overplay.
Yeah.
It's winter.
Yeah.
It's the end of November, and we live in Minnesota. And I'm always cognizant of the fact that it does affect people, but it's also really important to say it happens. It generally happens by about this point, and we're Minnesotans. We're going to be good no matter what happens. There is going to be some impacts overnight, but with a winter storm warning in place, I think people go, what's a whoozy? And my job is to go, it's okay, everything's fine. Now, really what we're talking about here is the rain that's in place right now. I mean, the morning fog, how about that?
yeah, that was crazy.
Right? You get that really warm, humid air moving over slightly cooler ground, and suddenly it's, and you're like, well, this is what Seattle's like. It's lovely.
It's like Mother Nature was hanging out with Snoop Dogg.
So, that's our moisture supply right now. But we didn't get cold enough yet to phase any of it over into some winter-based moisture. Instead, we've got some rain showers right now. And those showers are going to get a little heavier as we get further and further, deeper into the afternoon. By about 7 o'clock tonight, the cold air finally arrives. I mean, it's been snowing to beat the band up toward Fargo and Alexandria, working to the Brainerd Lakes area. That's been happening since 7:30 this morning. That phase shift is 7 to 8 o'clock tonight. We'll go from rain into like some sloppy, big snowflakes, still with the rain, then phase all over to snow. Now, here's the thing. You were outside like Sunday, it was 56 degrees, 15 degrees above average. November's been incredible. The ground isn't frozen yet. Right now, it's not frozen and wet. So you start getting some snow, it's going to melt very, very quickly, especially on paved surfaces. But don't sleep on the wind tonight. Can you hear the wind in your house or apartment?
Yeah, it hits the window.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
yes.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those nights where you'd be like, wait, and it's, it's, everything. We're talking winds overnight out of the northwest of 30, maybe 40, 50 miles per hour. So what snow does fall is going to be wind whipped. Then you add to that those winds tomorrow morning, wind chills in the single digits. I mean, we'll go from a perfectly pleasant November where we're walking along with our T-shirts and shorts, be like, hey, how you doing there? Hey, you look good in the convertible over there. And suddenly it's going to be like, I hate it here. I want to move. Right? Not me, but other people are like, I'm moving to Tampa. Yeah. So look, and it happens so quickly that the weather whiplash, everyone's walking around, not everybody, most people going, I can't believe this happened. You've lived here for 50 years. How could you not believe that was going to happen? The biggest thing.
You like this weather, don't you, Max?
I mean, we all kind of like the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Nobody loves it, but we like the
The
beginning
first one is always kind of like it's like a horror movie, right? Everyone's like, no! no. And then after a few weeks, you're like, oh, yeah, this is every year. I think when you go through a November like this, though, we've kind of stolen a few weeks away from winter, which in my book, I'm good. I'm really good with that. But look, don't sleep on the wind overnight. Yes, it is going to snow. Some of the roads are going to be slick tomorrow morning. And then it's going to turn what I call stupid cold. As we head into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, high temperatures in the low to mid-20s. Overnight lows in the teens, wind chills in the single digits. You know, and we always talk about being acclimatized. Dude, you're going to hate it.
Well,
I'm going to be walking down the hallway and go, did you see Adam? He's crying over there.
You know, the really cold temperatures, this is going to mess with the cousin walk with Fax Muller on Thanksgiving. What's up with the cousin walk?
The storied cousin walk that people joke about. Like, not me. Like, I have a friend, Fax Muller. No relation to me, man.
Right.
And, you know, he goes on these cousin walks that people know about where dubious, you know,
right
illicit
before
things
Thanksgiving
might
dinner.
happen. Right before dinner. They do things that...
You mean a vitamin walk?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I've heard of those.
Vitamin W, vitamin M, you know, like, so I'm not, listen, I don't know anything about this kind of stuff.
No, I get it. You know, those people.
It's going to be cold for that.
With the cousin walk.
It's going to be cold for that cousin walk.
So is today like the harbinger of real winter? Are we done after, like, no more sunshine? You mentioned it. We stole some weeks here in November. It's done now.
It's a great question. Everyone's like, oh, great. Life is over now as we know it. We're not there. I mean, it's the start of winter. Yeah. And you know, over the next 7 days, I don't think we go above freezing. So it's going to be, I mean, it's a real, it's not Mother Nature just showing up and saying, hello, darling. Yeah. I didn't bring anything. Entertain me. It's Mother Nature showing up and slapping you and saying, hello, darling. Yeah. And it's going to be like this for a while now. But look, man, this is... To be in Minnesota and have 4 hard seasons, I love it. I absolutely love it. You have to embrace the weather. If you don't embrace the weather here as a transplant, you will be miserable with a capital M. But if you embrace the weather, man, there's no greater place to live than the state of Minnesota. I mean, you know, you've got a heat index of 108 during the summer and a wind chill of 35, 40 below in the winter and everything in between. Hello. Beautiful. Wish you were here.
I'm looking forward to the first snowfall. I think that there's something kind of beautiful about it. And, you know, I think even earlier today, it wasn't that cold this afternoon, but I felt like you kind of knew when it wasn't that cold that.
Well, it was above average this afternoon. Yeah,
it was in the storm. 40, the calm before the storm. Exactly.
My daughter's in town. She goes to the University of Tampa. And I'm like, hey, could you take your brother for a walk? That's our dog. Because we were doing some running around. She goes, oh, my God, it's so cold outside. I'm like, you're from here. And she put on, you know, it looks like, you know, those coats, they look like you're wearing a sleeping bag. Yes. She put on one of those. I'm going, honey, come on. It's like 48 degrees.
Literally.
She forgot her roots. Fax Muller. She forgot her roots.
He's not here. He's not here. That's my friend.
Oh, Fax couldn't make it today. Okay.
That's my friend.
That's the cousin walk.
Yeah,
the wind will mess with the cousin walk too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Fax Muller has told me that the wind is really bad for like lighters and stuff like
okay.
that. Yeah,
there's Fax Muller.
Fax Muller. No relation
There's
to Max
Bax Fluffer.
Sure. Yeah.
Fax Muller is just 9. That's your 9 for changing. Right?
No, he's a different person. He's a different person. He's a completely different person.
What's a 9?
With no, like J.J. McCarthy, he had that alter ego that he said he transformed into 9. But see, I said maybe he was just speaking German.
for how many passes he can complete?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Can you complete passes?
No touchdown.
9.
Yeah. I never thought about it until you were mentioning the 4 seasons thing, Ian. I mean, do weather people around the country, are they jealous of Minnesota? Like, this has got to be the best place to be a meteorologist, right?
I think
so much.
So years, I mean, this is 25 years ago when, you know, your agent's shopping you around and you get offers. I get an offer from the desert Southwest, a town that rhymes with Schmeenix. And my wife's like, we're not going there.
Lennox,
You're
South
going to be
Carolina.
miserable. First of all, it's ridiculously hot. It's, you know, they have the haboobs, you know, the sandstorms, they have the monsoons. And she was right. This is like I work at, the restaurant you go to where the menu's that thick?
Yeah.
And it's like everything. It goes from Kung Pao chicken to like, I don't know, something else on there.
Yeah.
That's kind of like Minnesota. It's a big menu. It's like working in a big kitchen. And there's always so much going on. And as a meteorologist, this is an amazing place to be. We're also valued here. There are people who value us, and there are also people who just, they love to get after us. You go on my Facebook page right now, and there's people getting after me, and then there's other people defending me, and I'm just like sitting back going, okay, I'll just be over here. I'll watch them over here. Here we go. But this is the place.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you want to be? If you were playing baseball, wouldn't you want to be on the roster every day as a starting shortstop on a team that maybe makes the playoffs, or would you rather be on the bench, never getting into play with the team that gets to the World Series?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the team that's going on.
Yeah, I guess it depends on who you are, too. I mean, the paycheck, the contract, the paycheck.
Okay, same money, same everything.
Yeah, okay.
I like to play. I
want to
play.
play.
Yeah.
I mean,
You get fired up coming to work today,
Yeah.
do you?
Max is like, who gets the ladies?
Right.
The people in the World
Do I
Series.
still get to tell
or-
people I play on the team? Like, do I still get to go to the bar after the game and say, I play for
Man, you are always
the
going
Los
to be a
Angeles
player.
Dodgers.
I want to go out in that town with you so bad one night.
Why don't we can make this happen?
Yeah.
It's all
Well,
shit.
I mean, we got lunch coming up. There's
That's
a lot.
right.
I
That
mean,
is true.
we're
That's right.
busy men.
That's right. That's
We
right.
got things to do.
Busy men. I
especially
think what's going on in the studio is they might be done. And in the Fox 9 studios, they were just recording some sports stuff. You guys want to come over and do some weather?
Oh, we'd love that.
Like on the weather wall? You can't wear your kimono. It's the wrong color.
Oh, I can't. Oh, because I blend in
Yeah.
with it, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
like we'd actually get to go with to the
Yeah,
weather.
come with me.
That would be sweet.
Oh, it's totally up to you. I mean,
Yeah, I would
and I think Paul and everyone knows here we could forecast and broadcast back here to the afternoon shift from the Fox 9 studios, live from the weather wall.
That would be sick. Yeah,
Okay,
let's do it.
You need to be on your best behavior, okay? This isn't any tomfoolery here. You're gonna have to put on a tie,
Yes.
and you're gonna have to put on pants. I mean, can't go like. Can we go right now?
Yes.
All right. Do you want me to go? Oh, they're talking in our ear. Do you want me to go over and then you guys come over later?
I think Grace is
Okay,
telling us-
Max.
Yes.
Max, come on.
All right, let's go.
Go ahead.
Adam, you stay
Go,
here,
let's
Max.
go.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after these play a message.
Sure thing. This is live television, folks. We're here on the afternoon shift, and like Ian and Max alluded to there, it is a wild winter storm weather going out today. It's all over the state of Minnesota. Western Minnesota is in a blizzard warning. Northern Minnesota under a winter storm warning, and here in the Twin Cities, they're expecting between 3 and 5 inches of snow coming tonight. This is really going to affect a lot of people's commutes home. This is going to affect a lot of people's days tomorrow. The weather. The snow particularly is really supposed to kick in around 6 o'clock. So if you're out there watching us here on the afternoon shift live right now, it's 3:13 Central Time. You probably should think about trying to make your way home if you are working today. And look, we've got Ian and Max was able to keep his kimono out there
It's kind of
live on the
in
weather
and out,
wall
yeah.
right now. Ian, Max, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can,
Yeah,
we can hear you, brother.
Perfect.
We
Perfect.
can hear you here in the blizzard. It's
Yes.
fine. Yes, we've got you fine.
This is great, Max. I want to see Max perform here.
Okay, so-
Will you take it away?
And by the way, you've never done this.
No, I've never done this.
So, with great responsibility comes the weather clicker. That worn-out button right there,
Yeah.
if you just push it, it's going to advance you through the graphics I've designed earlier today. And basically, if you just, here, I'm going to move out of the way. If you just want to look, now take a one big step away.
One big
there.
step away.
No, but still
okay.
right there. Whoa.
Right there.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Oh, Max needs my microphone. Okay, so
yeah,
I'll come over here. So
All right.
here we go.
All right, cool. I'm going to hit the button on the weather wall. Look at that. Blustery as rain turns to snow. Break it down. Okay. Blustery as rain turns to snow. Do you have to say it like, how do you say it? Like, how would you deliver it? Or do you say it in like an announcer voice?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Blustery as rain turns to snow.
There's no way that's how you deliver it. There's no way. All right,
No, there's inflection, but look.
Yeah.
How do you say stupid cold Thursday and Friday?
Stupid cold Thursday and Friday, Twin Cities. Hey, it's your boy Max Fuller, meteorologist here. Chief Meteorologist at Fox 9, at Frox 9 actually, because of the fro, if you put the fro and the R in there. Let's check the weather wall. Let's hit this button one more. Oh, look at that flurry right there, folks.
Okay, so this is the next 24 hours.
Ooh.
See, by 8 o'clock, o'clock tonight, see that pink line through the metro? That's the rain-snow line. That's when we start to phase over.
Not
the
this,
rain.
not this pink line right here.
Those are fine, by the way.
These are pretty.
No, those are
snazzy,
frying.
Frying.
Okay,
See, I like what you did there.
So hit that button.
Okay.
And watch what happens. This is what we call futurecast. So this is a forecast model advancing what's happening right now forward in time. And all that gray and white, those are snow flurries.
Flurries, but not in the storms. You don't want people to fret here.
Well, we'll have some snow showers, and we'll actually get into snow after midnight.
Okay.
But before that, we're talking about on and off flurries.
All right, let's
And here we go through the overnight. That's snow,
look at that.
heavy at times, winds out of the northwest to
We are
50
just
miles
time
per hour.
traveling.
Nasty. Now look tomorrow morning. Yeah, we're time traveling.
We're time traveling really fast here. But see, it's just like phasing out. It's not here to stay, right?
No, but on the backside of this, as we try and clear things out, it's going to get cold. Hit that button again.
Let's hit it
now
one
let's,
more time.
Now
Oh, look
let's
at
talk
that.
snow
I like
potential.
I like that. And that's snow, folks. We're not doing a Scarface bit here.
Hit it again. Here we go. This is snow potential. Hit it again. That's by 9:30 tonight. The heaviest snows, the accumulating snows in purple. Alexandria through Brainerd Lakes toward Mille Lacs, and then the South Shore. If you look toward Bayfield, which is south of Duluth there, and along the South Shore where it's that very light blue color, just move right there. That's where we could see anywhere between 12 and 18 inches of lake effect snow. I mean, that's nasty.
That's
snow.
nasty.
North
right there.
Metro, if you kick
That's
that
thick.
thing again, see the pinky color to the north? That's 2 to 4 inches in our North Metro counties.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the Metro, South Metro in particular, is kind of 1 to 2, 1 to 3.
One more time.
There it is, the big purple. Look out for the purple blob.
Look out for the purple blob. I've seen that one before.
Everywhere,
yeah, I've
everywhere
seen
in
that
purple
one
is a
before.
winter storm warning in place until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Look, a winter storm warning doesn't mean we'll get more snow.
Right.
It means that there'll be some impacts. Roads are going to be a mess, especially if you want to drive up 94 toward Brainerd Lakes, toward Duluth, off toward Fargo. I don't recommend it tonight. I'd wait until after the noon hour tomorrow. But roads, there's going to be an impact, and it's going to be there. We're back to
Oh, we're back
headlines
to
again.
the beginning. So do you rehearse this every day before
Never.
you go through it, or you just know? You already know. You know your own time.
I make
right?
the graphics.
Okay,
I create
yeah.
the graphics, and I do the math for the forecast. So
Okay.
basically what I do is I create a PowerPoint. It's like I'm doing
Yeah,
a
it's like
presentation.
it's like a school presentation
It's like I'm doing a
every day.
presentation in Mr. Fuller's class.
So did you like, when you were in school, did you like public speak? Did you think that you'd be doing it? You're making PowerPoints and public speaking every single day.
Let's take a step this way.
Okay.
I was in all the the year plays, and
Yeah.
I did like local commercials, and I'm that guy.
That's who you are.
I'm this guy. Except I'm not wearing fancy
We
pants.
love the dance there. Max, that was a great job. I wanted to see you pronounce some more city names there, Max.
Well, hold up. You need to come in here and pronounce the city names, brother. I'm from here. I know how to pronounce all these city names. So maybe at 4 o'clock.
My
when we check
favorite is
back in with
Brainerd.
Ian, you can pronounce the city names.
Perfect. Man, my favorite is Brainerd on that map. I absolutely love the way that's pronounced.
Brainerd
so.
is your favorite? Man, let's get to like Cloquet.
Yeah, no, we gotta step it up. Those are rookie names right there. We gotta bump those
New
up.
Prague.
Yeah.
New Prague. I love it. Max, you got a future there as a weatherman, but we need you back here as a co-host of the afternoon shift.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna blow out of here.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Steal the
Steal that
microphone,
microphone
and
back.
I will.
Thanks for entrusting me with this,
Thank
sir.
You may rise, Max Fuller.
Can I get knighted real quick?
Yes, I hereby dub you a king of the weather knights of Fox 9.
Max Snow.
We're going to go to Adam. Look, I'll be back at 4 o'clock, and we'll update the forecast with or without Max or Adam. We'll see you guys then. Thanks for letting me crash. It's going to be...
Thanks so much, Ian. We have a packed show coming up here on the afternoon shift. Coming up after this break, we're going to learn more about an organization that is transforming the way that agriculture is done here in the state of Minnesota, and then a nice preview of Luminiscence, the show that's taking over the town at the Basilica of St. Mary. All that and more coming up here on the afternoon shift. We're back here on the afternoon shift. You're back from the winter weather board.
I am, and I was told just stay away from the board for the rest of the day. I don't think anybody needs me at the winter weather board, or me trying to fill in for Ian Leonard's giant shoes to fill there. So I will humbly stay away.
Yes, but we got you back here where you belong, here on the afternoon shift, and we have a guest here, Marcus Carpenter. He is with Route 1, trying to increase diversity and equity in agriculture across the state. We appreciate you joining us
Yeah,
here.
thanks, guys. It's good to be here.
Yeah. You think you could do the weatherboard like Max there?
I don't know. I stay away from the weatherboard. So yeah. I stay more closer to the farm and stay in my lane. Yeah.
Can you tell us more about your lane, about Route 1 and all the great things that you're doing there?
Absolutely. So at Route 1, what we do is we work to increase food access, specifically within underserved communities. And so the way that we do that is we really try to focus on how do we help farmers not only grow a good potato or tomato, but how do we help them grow their business? Because we believe if we can help farmers and producers grow more good food, we can not only increase food access, but we can increase economic development, we can increase health equity, we can increase career and leadership development. And then most importantly, what we can do is we can decrease the instances of diabetes and heart disease and chronic liver disease and that type of thing. So that's what we do.
Yeah. What inspired you to want to start Route 1?
Yeah, thank you. Man, I would say my family, our family legacy. I'm a fourth-generation farm kid from Arkansas. Dang. And so my great-grandparents started their farm in 1914, and they grew it, They grew it from 20 acres to 180 acres. Wow. And so my great-grandmother, she's a saint. She had 18 children, all natural, and my grandfather was fourth from the bottom. So we come from a long line, a long legacy of farming. And so myself and my cousins, we grew up getting our hands in the dirt, skipping rocks, getting in our ancestors' way. And so that's what we do at Route 1 is we really try to pass along some of that legacy of, hey, what does it mean to know where your food comes from? What does it mean to build a profitable farm business? And then we just try to have fun along the way and teach our young people that, hey, if you want to be a farmer, that's great. Yeah. But if not, come out on the farm, get some peace and quiet, and then you can really kind of take a peek at your future.
Why is it that that children of color really don't see agriculture as a career path? It's not something that you typically think of. Why is that? What's the root of that, you think?
I think there's a lot of reasons for that. I think one of the main reasons is that we've over the course of the last 100 years, we've saw over 16 billion acres of farmland be decimated from communities of color around the world, and specifically here in the United States. And so, oftentimes our young people, specifically people that come from underrepresented communities, they don't see black farmers, right? And so we're trying to change all that. We're really working through our Seeds to Success Youth Academy. It's supported by, folks like people like Toro down the road. But what our Seeds to Success Youth Academy is really about is helping our young people see themselves on the farm, but then also connecting with our university partners like the University of Minnesota, University of Wisconsin, and Tuskegee University, which is the most heralded black agricultural campus in the country, getting those kids from Minnesota down to Alabama and on campus.
Not just the Tuskegee Airmen that they're known for.
That's right. On land, too, in the air and on land. Probably by sea as well. I'm sure if we read the history books about it. Yeah. Now, what are some obstacles that are facing, black and brown kids from being a part of the agricultural world? Yeah,
I think it's just an opportunity to be exposed, right? And so at Route 1, the way that we're providing that exposure is through what we call our ACMC, which is the Agriculture and Conservation Microcampus. And what we do is we really take a 12,000 square foot property and we introduce young people to outdoor agriculture, indoor agriculture through our shipping container farm, which I can't wait to talk to you all about. But we also introduce them to things like soil health and conservation. And so our first one is in the city of Minnetonka. We just purchased land in St. Paul, and we're looking for locations 3 through 5. But it's really around how do we take everything that we do on the farm and bring it to the people, right?
Yeah. You just brought up that shipping container farm. Tell us more about that.
Yeah. So we're really excited about it. It's an 8 by 40 foot shipping container, and we're able to grow over 200 pounds of fresh produce. And the cool part about it is we're not only distributing that food to hunger relief partners, to our food shelves, but also we've gotten support from James Beard award-winning chefs like Gavin Kaysen and Right?
Yeah.
Spoon and Stable.
Yeah.
Jorge Guzman,
Yeah.
right? So we have an amazing culinary crowd here in the state of Minnesota that's supporting our work, and that's really allowing us to build a platform of a profitable business for some of these young folks through our freight farm. So you can grow food 365 days a year here in Minnesota, and so we're really excited about it.
So cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited just listening to it, man.
Yeah.
It's really awesome work that you guys are doing, and obviously that's important. The present is important, but I'm sure you're always looking forward to the future as well. Like, what's next? Do you think for round one?
Yeah. Wow, what's next? So I would say we're really leaning into this ACMC model. Currently, if you would close your eyes, I know we're live here. You can't close your eyes, but if you think about any corridor in one of our suburbs or downtown Minneapolis, and you think about all the franchises that you see, right? Imagine we replace that or add to that with a place where we're growing food, where communities are coming together, where folks from our corporations and our universities and our high schools, our municipalities, different cultures are all coming together around one thing, which is food, right? And so that's what we're looking to do in the next, 12 to 18 months, and we hope your viewers will be a part of that.
No doubt. What are some of the success stories that you've already seen from Route 1?
Yeah. So over the last 3 years since we launched that fateful summer of 2020. And so since then, we've been able to grow over 300 pounds of fresh produce. Dang. We went from supporting 6 farmers to now over 200 farmers here in the state of Minnesota. Most recently, we partnered with the United Way. And from the time we launched our project to the time we delivered the food, we delivered over 18,000 pounds of food. We served 2,000 families. We've served over 4,000 individuals within a 3-week period. And so what we believe that we've been able to do is really connect the dots between producer, distributor, and also the end consumer, which is our families and the folks that really need it.
Speaking of connecting dots, let's connect the dots between the audience and Route 1. How can people help?
Folks can go to our website, and it's route1mn.org, and they can learn all about us. Specifically, we have our Harvest Hope in Minnesota campaign right now, and what that's really about is from September to October, specifically in the state of Minnesota, at farms across our state, there's over 300,000 pounds of food that's left in the field. And so what we're focusing on right now immediately is how do we get that food harvested and into the bellies of those who need it.
Why is it being left in the field? Why it's just like it just sits there and goes and spoils essentially?
It sits there and it spoils. Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
And so what we believe and what we demonstrated through our work with United Way and some of our other partners is that if farmers had the resources and organizations, not just Route 1, but other food hub organizations had an opportunity to have access to those resources, we could absolutely feed people. And so, man, our farmers are amazing. And so it's through opportunities like this to be able to sit down with you all and the audience. But we feel like if we had those resources in hand, we could feed a lot more people.
Amazing.
I love it, man.
That's such good work that you're doing, Marcus.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. And learn more about Route 1. Look them up and support that cause. We appreciate you, Marcus.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. I've always wanted to get out on a farm. I mean,
You've been saying that. You should do it. You should collab with Route 1, brother. You've been saying that.
I have been saying this
in
for months now.
In another life, I think you were a farmer.
I think I was a farmer.
I think you were
in
a
a different
farmer
life.
dog. Yeah.
Yes.
I think you should get out there.
Yes. Yeah. It would be very, very comforting and very soothing probably for the afternoon with you.
You are always welcome, both of you.
Perfect.
The whole team.
Perfect.
Heck yeah.
Perfect. We'll have more to come from the afternoon shift right after this.
Real time. I make
100%.
my winter weather board debut.
Yes.
Ian beautifully, masterfully breaks down all the upcoming winter weather, snow flurries and whatnot over the next, 24 hours plus.
Yeah, it's coming. It's going to start at like 6 o'clock here, so about
right around
2.5 hours away. Yeah,
Right around the
It is.
corner.
But all of this being said, we didn't get to promote our Instagram
We never got
accounts.
to promote the Instagram, the IG, the ever important IG, afternoon shift _Fox9. We are dutifully trudging towards 300 followers. Let's do the follower update. Drum roll, please. 259. I think we had 258 yesterday.
Yeah, we got one.
We got one.
We got one in 24
Damn.
hours. We got one. but we appreciate that one.
We do appreciate
We're
that
grateful
one.
for the one.
We are, but we need like 41 more.
Yes.
You know, because we got to get to that 300 number just to make ourselves feel good, because we're not feeling so hot right now.
We need to hit 1K.
I'm
to
telling
feel
you,
good.
I
think we need to hit 1K to feel good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start doing dances, dog. We're gonna have to start doing the trend. What are the like the teaspoon? When
you don't have to do those.
The spices on the teaspoons.
I don't think you have to do those.
You know, like we're gonna have to do like the hot wing challenge. You know, how many wings can you eat, dog? You know, like what's the spiciest food you can eat? We're gonna have to do something. We gotta get these numbers up. We gotta bump these numbers up. These are rookie numbers.
Hopefully we can create some more great programming here on the afternoon shift, and you know.
I mean, yes, that's of course the goal, but we gotta do something. You know, maybe like a get ready with me. Have you ever done one of those?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Those are big. Those are big.
Oh, I know they're
right
big.
now.
It's not original though.
Get ready with me, Max Fuller. I mean, there's not a whole lot. I just don't want to come on home, pick the hair out. It wouldn't be too exciting, but we got to do something. We got to do something to bump these numbers up. Paul, Grace, I don't know who the hell is cutting the show today. What do we got to do?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's a dance.
I think we got to start dancing.
We find that like the dance that's trending, we get you doing it. I think that's the
How's
way
your
forward.
twerking skills, Paul?
My twerking on point. I don't know if we'll get it in shot though here. Like I don't think it's gonna have to be.
If you can do it when you're sitting down, that means that's a high level.
It's
a high level of skill.
Absolutely. I wanted to share something. Obviously, Route 1, amazing chat with Marcus that we just had. I was going through the photos, and one of the ones I almost put up during it, it might spot a familiar face that's spent some time with Marcus. Here, check it out.
Oh yeah, there's Marcus. That's the guy we just interviewed.
Well,
yeah, of course. I mean, that's a familiar face.
Maury.
Oh, Maury. That's who you're talking about.
That's
who you're talking about.
That is the one and only Maury Glover.
I thought you had short-term memory loss. I'm like, yeah, Paul, that's Marcus. We just talked to him like 5 minutes ago.
No, Maury was out doing a story on them at one point. So
cool.
Yeah, it's great work.
We love Maury's stories. Maury got that live interview with now he's on his way out, but Mayor Melvin Carter of St. Paul. That was a fun on election day.
That was great. Oh, yes. Maury's the best. He's the GOAT.
Yes. At the beginning of the month.
The best Maury.
The best Maury.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like 1A, 1E, 1A, 1B. You know, Maury Povich is pretty goated.
Yes. Sure. Yeah. I know you're a big Maury. You're a big Maury guy.
I'm a huge Maury guy. My first vacation ever in life. Went to go rode a megabus, 30 hours.
To Stamford, Connecticut.
To Stamford, Connecticut to go see.
Where dreams were made.
Yes. Yeah. It was a dream come true. It really was.
There's a great tapas restaurant in Stanford.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's NBC headquarters. There's a lot going on in Stamford, Connecticut.
All types of things going on in Stamford, Connecticut.
There are. There was sadly, there were a lot of things going on in bringing it back to St. Paul. There were a lot of things going on in St. Paul. Earlier today, a federal law enforcement operation drew a large protest earlier today. The crowd gathered outside a home in the area of Maryland Avenue East and Payne Avenue amid an operation that involved federal authorities, including ICE agents and a U.S. Marshals task force. It got a little testy there during the protest, so we don't like seeing stuff like this in the Twin Cities.
No, certainly not. And it just seems like it's happening more and more frequently. I mean, we were just talking about this like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Certainly not that long ago, and it's happened. It's happened in St. Paul multiple times. It's happening in smaller cities around Minnesota as well. And we're just seeing an uptick in frequency, and clearly it's causing a lot of consternation. The people of St. Paul aren't happy, and rightfully so, because then there remains a lot of questions about said federal operation, raid, whatever you want to call it. Governor Tim Walz, he tweeted about a little over an hour ago. He said, "We're monitoring the situation in St. Paul and working to understand what unfolded. We received no heads up from federal authorities on this operation." And I believe Mayor Melvin Carter was saying similar, that he didn't really know fully what was going on. So details remain scarce for now, but in the meantime, we're all just filling in the gaps with our emotions, and a lot of people feel really strongly about this and have a lot of problems with this.
Yep, and with more on this story, we'll have it, and of course, any other similar stories, we'll continue to bring them here and make the people aware at the afternoon shift. Let's stay in the state of Minnesota. The state fair, which is 9 months away. People are already planning out. Today is the day, the annual one-day flash ticket sale. It's happening right now. You could get tickets for $15 as opposed to waiting until Monday to get them for $17.
I mean, what an absolute
save that
steal
$2
of a deal.
You save that $2.
And I know you're just like me. You can't wait. You have your calendar. You're counting down the days until the next state fair.
Yes.
That's the beauty of the state fair. It just seemingly never ends.
It never ends. It never ends.
It never ends. That's the beauty of it, though.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna buy at least 10 pairs.
Yeah.
Just for myself.
Yes.
And maybe is that what you stocking stuffer? Is that what you? I mean,
No.
I haven't got a chance to check out your Christmas list yet. We're all exchanging
the
Christmas
state fair's
lists.
not involved.
Yeah, it's not on the Christmas list.
No. I've got a lot of thoughts about this story, but I'm going to lay out on this one.
No,
because I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. If people
nobody's yucking yums or anything.
People like the state fair, then you like the state fair.
Sure.
So, and you could save the $2, and that goes a long way.
It goes. Hey, $2.
I'm going to jump in here. I might add, Adam, you were quite the state fair fan by the end of it.
I love
you
it.
changed your tune. You were
But
very pro state fair.
buying the one-day flash sale tickets to save $2 it's aggressive, but there's an audience out there for it, and I commend you if you love it that much. Like, you should go get it.
I know people that they get state fair tickets for Christmas for their siblings and whatnot every year. Their family members every. Some people that is their thing.
Yes.
It's crazy. It sounds crazy. 9 months out. 8 months out.
Yes.
But some people that's their thing. So why not jump on it?
Yeah. They're already thinking about the Sweet Martha's cookie jars.
Already. They probably still have some in the freezer.
Yes.
Just waiting to go.
Yes. Yeah. You couldn't just make a cookie like nobody else, but it's fine. If after today you could get him on next Monday. For $17, and you can buy unlimited. Today you can only buy 12. But that again, the $2 it goes a long way.
I could really use 13 though.
Yes, you could. Just like the Timberwolves could have used a couple more points last night in Sacktown. They dropped in overtime to the Kings, 117 to 112. It's not been a good road trip for the Timberwolves. Still trying to beat a team over 500. They'll have a chance tomorrow night, of course, at Oklahoma City.
Yeah. And it's even worse because they lost to a team well below 500 going into yesterday's game. The Sacramento Kings had 4 wins going into this game. The Wolves had already beaten them twice, including once by nearly 30 points in an absolute pretty much bell-to-bell beatdown. Yesterday, they've been on this stretch. Listen, this is a good team. This is a talented team. This is a team that, for the most part, is the same team as last year's team, albeit there's flaws in this roster right now. The bench is just not clicking the way that we need them to click. Maybe the loss of Nickeil Alexander-Walker is having more of an impact than we thought, and everybody knows obviously how consistent he was. He was one of the Wolves' best players last season, but we thought maybe inserting Terrence Shannon Jr. in there and some Rob Dillingham in there a little bit would maybe mitigate that. But the bench is just not clicking right now. Anthony Edwards' shot, it's been a really tough go for him over the last couple of games as well. And this team just has no interest in finishing games. They let the Phoenix Suns go on an 8-0 run to close out the game on Friday night. They lose a random nobody who I've never even seen, never even heard his name, hits a game-winning shot on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And granted, Anthony Edwards missing a couple free throws late factored into that as well. But they let the Suns go on this crazy run within the last minute. The Sacramento Kings, I think they went on a 10-0 run within the last minute and a half yesterday to send it to overtime. And then you get to overtime, and you got Rudy Gobert making errant passes. You got Julius Randle making errant passes. And what has been kind of the common criticism and critique of this Wolves team over the last couple of years? We need to get better at the finer things, the details. The teams like the Thunder, the teams like the Nuggets, they do better at the detail. It's the NBA. Everybody's a high-level athlete. Any team can put up 140 plus on any given night, hit whatever percentage from three, and do all that stuff. The teams that are consistently the best are the teams that do the little things the best.
That's right.
And the Wolves are not able to do the little things right now. And quite frankly, they're not able to do the big things either, because they're losing to teams like the Sacramento Kings, who are going to be bottom feeders in the Western Conference. They're probably going to be in the running for the number 1 pick overall when it's all said and done throughout this season. They have no business. A team that has title aspirations, which the Wolves absolutely do, coming off of back-to-back Western Conference finals, should have title aspirations. But right now, that looks like a far cry. They don't even look like to be in the same echelon as a team like the Oklahoma City Thunder, who, by the way, they got to face tomorrow on national TV.
On the road.
Who've only lost one singular game thus far this season. And that's kind of the measuring stick right there. That's the team that sent you home in the playoffs last year and sent you home resoundingly. pretty one-sided affair. Granted, some of those games, obviously, you go back and watch them. They could have went either way, but it ended up what it is what it is. It was a 4-1 gentleman's sweep. So you weren't necessarily that close to even beating them. So now is your measuring stick. As bad as this season has been thus far, and a couple different games go a couple different ways. They're however many they only have, then they'd be 12-5, and we're complaining a lot less. But right now they're 10-7, going up against the reigning defending champs. And as much as this loss stings, as much as the Suns loss stings, and the loss to the Nuggets and the Lakers throughout the season, if you go out there and beat the Oklahoma City Thunder on the road tomorrow, then we're all singing a different tune and we're feeling a little bit better about this team. But as of right now, that was an ugly loss. And this team has some really big flaws that they need to address ASAP if they want to still have those title aspirations they came into the season with.
No doubt. Well said. And I'm really excited for the game. I'm going to watch it tomorrow night. It's going to be a nice little Thanksgiving appetizer tomorrow night. National television. Yeah. It's going to be a fun watch. We didn't mention the Loons loss last night, too.
Yeah, that's right. 1-0.
1-0. They
actually had to keep it.
They played their game.
They played their game.
And they just couldn't.
They just weren't able to overcome the apparent best team in all of MLS. So I guess no shame in losing to San Diego, but still a disappointing loss for the Minnesota United.
Yes, yeah, it's been kind of a rough little go around for Minnesota sports here recently.
At least we got the Wild, man. At least we got the Wild. They're also in action tomorrow night. Another Thanksgiving appetizer. They're in action 7:30 tomorrow night against the Chicago Blackhawks. Connor Bedard, young phenom, Windy City phenom down there. So that should be a good matchup. The Wild have been red hot.
Yes. Paul.
I have some good news.
Oh.
I know that the sports, it's not great news right now, but some great news. After your little plug there of the afternoon shift Instagram, 4 followers this segment alone.
Wow.
So there you go. The power of the plug.
The power of the plug. Look at that.
That's
more
great.
than in a whole day. 263.
If you're one of those 4, we really do
Looks
appreciate
like somebody
it.
named Tyler. I don't know if this is in order. Okay. I'm going to just shout out Tyler anyway. Shout out to Tyler.
Yes.
Shout out to Remy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zach.
Okay.
Shout out to Brindisi.
Shout out Brindisi.
Shout out to Brindisi.
Thank you.
All of y'all. Shout out.
We're here for all of you, and we did that without any dances.
Look at that. We didn't do any dances. We got 4 followers, but maybe if maybe we get 40. You know what I'm saying? We go viral. I don't know. I don't know what dance is in right now.
Yeah.
Is there Sabrina Carpenter or something? I don't know. Grace is our resident youth. Maybe she can inform us of what dance is in right now. We might need to hit it.
Yeah.
We might need to hit it on the way back.
Yes. You know what? It's not just the young folk. We're all for the older folks here too.
Of course.
We're here for the older
people
folks.
love the dances too.
Yes,
the old
they do.
People love the dances.
Yes, I don't know. The Macarena, that was big in
that was
the
pretty
90s.
That was pretty good.
We've got a lot of stuff here. Maybe people are into luminescence, especially our, sort of maybe not the youngs, but somewhere maybe in the middle.
But it is for everyone. I live not far from there, and I've been seeing crowds of all different ages, races, and creeds. All the luminescence is setting the world, or at least the Twin Cities, on fire.
Yes, I had the chance to go on Thursday night. It's amazing. I cannot recommend it enough. I have a little preview of it. Go see it. It's going to be at the Basilica of St. Mary through the month of January. We're going to go to commercial break, and we are going to do a profile on luminescence coming out right now. Welcome back to the afternoon shift. Luminescence. It's the show that's taking Minneapolis by storm. I know Purple Rain. It's there. You got to walk past Purple Rain down Hennepin to get to the Basilica of St. Mary and go see Luminescence. It's one of the coolest 360-degree light and sound displays, really in the entire continent of North America right now.
Yeah, and I believe it's going to go global, and we're getting the first kind of sneak peek at it right here in Minneapolis. Is that right?
We sure are. It sold over 1 million tickets in Europe over the last 2 years. Cathedrals in France, Germany, and Spain. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to bring it to other cities on this continent. Wow. But they've started here in Minneapolis. So this is the only place you can see it on all of, not just the United States, in all of North America.
Dang.
Canada, Mexico included. They're working on it here, and the goal is to get it to the East Coast. Other cities in the United States, some cities in Canada and Mexico as well. But you can go see it right now at the Basilica of St. Mary. This is truly like an international experience that you can only get in Minnesota right now.
That's so freaking cool. cool. And
Yep.
people have been, like I said, I've been seeing people just barreling out of there every single night. It seems
Yes.
like they're having no trouble getting the word out there. And you got a chance to go see it yourself with your own eyes. Right?
I sure did. I went on Thursday night. On Wednesday, I interviewed the pastor of the Basilica of St. Mary, Father Daniel Griffith, who's been a cornerstone in trying to get all this facilitated and get it all together. I put together a little piece on luminescence. Let's take a look. Luminescence. It's one of the coolest shows in town, one of the most stunningly visual art displays in any building in the entire world. And if you're in Minneapolis, you're in luck, because it's right here at the Basilica of St. Mary, America's first basilica. And we are here with the pastor of the Basilica of St. Mary, Father Daniel Griffith. Father Dan, thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, Adam. Great to see you again.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to ask you a couple questions about the show, and we'll walk up the aisle
Great.
here.
Sounds great.
Perfect. Father Dan, what's luminescence all about?
So luminescence was created by a man, a visionary from Paris, and has been over the last couple of years all over Europe. It is housed and hosted in historic churches, and it is an extraordinary, they call it an immersive light show with music and narrative. And it's stunning. I saw it for the first time in Bordeaux, France, before now having it here at the Basilica, and we're very honored and proud.
You know, I think a common question here is why the Basilica of St. Mary? How did they choose this building in particular?
Right, as they call us, Adam, flyover country. Why Minneapolis? Well, one of the reasons we were told is because of the expansive nave of this church. So you can seat 1,000 people roughly without the columns. Also, it's a historic church. Minneapolis-St. Paul is known for a great arts community, and to debut it here made a lot of sense. And so we're really honored to be the first church in North America to be hosting Luminescence.
Are there plans to bring luminescence to other churches on the continent?
Yes, I think they are talking to a couple of churches on the East Coast. They have to get through, you know, all of the planning and the yeses and okays. But my sense is that it's going to be heading to the East Coast next.
Maybe cities like New York or Boston or Philly.
Yeah, probably one of those. But we can't confirm any of that. I am so thankful that Archbishop Hebda was so open to hosting it here. He's a wonderful boss for somebody like me because he just is so open to wonderful opportunities like this. So we hope to get the folks from the Chancery here as well to see it, and everybody through the doors of our church.
No doubt, no doubt. And you talk about bringing people in through the doors of this church. Is luminescence, is this something that even non-Catholics or maybe even lapsed Catholics will enjoy too?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I would say lapsed Catholics, non-Catholics, anybody is welcome to take in this show. It's really an event, and I think they'll find it so moving because it's so beautiful and it's so unlike anything else they will have seen. And so for us to have people coming through the doors of the church, to see our church, to hear about our restoration plans is really a great opportunity to open wide the doors.
And it's not just a visual light display, there's also a musical element to the show as well. Can you talk about that?
Yes, the music, so what's great about the music is there's a lot of classics that people will recognize that are moving pieces of music. And then there's narrative, and it's really an interesting conversation. Not to do a spoiler alert, maybe I will do a spoiler alert. It's a young girl in conversation with Emmanuel Masqueret, who is a French-American who was the architect of both the cathedral and the Basilica here of St. Mary, and the building itself. Oh, wow. And it goes through the expanse of the years of its history in a very moving way. And so the music and the dialogue and the light come together in a great way.
That's amazing. That's amazing. What do you hope, Father Daniel? What do you hope people take away from this show when they leave the Basilica? What's the takeaway?
Well, I think, Adam, to be uplifted. Beauty, beauty is so moving. It's so needed in our modern day, and it is a surrounding of beauty and also inspiration. The story is so beautiful. One part of the story is a woman came every day to the Basilica when her husband was serving in World War II to pray for him, and he came back. So just that sort of inspiration, to be inspired, to be uplifted, to also know that the Basilica is open to folks, that they are welcome here. I think all of those things can be something that they experience. And then to go out and try to be people of light ourselves in a world that can be challenging and challenged at times.
Yeah. This show, obviously, most of the people that are attending are from the Twin Cities area. Have you caught wind of any people that are flying in for something like this? Maybe some encouragement for people out there that are interested to come to Minneapolis and go see the show.
Well, absolutely. I had friends who came in from North Dakota. We've had folks who've come from Iowa. They've come from different parts of the Midwest. And of course, our opening night, we had all sorts of folks from Europe, because Luminiscence is based in Paris, but now they have a United States operation. So wherever you are, Minneapolis is an easy place to get to as a Delta hub or whatever airline you fly. Come on out to Luminiscence and you'll be welcomed.
No doubt, no doubt. Where can people buy tickets to the show, Father?
So it's luminiscence.com, and there just note 2 I's in Luminiscence. And they can buy tickets there. There's a lot of different packages. There's packages for families as well. And there's going to be shows running through the end of January and probably some in February as well. So as the winter starts to come on in, to be here in a nice warm church, really moved by this very unique experience, I think would be a great opportunity.
And I came to the show, everybody. You're not going to want to miss it. It's an absolutely beautiful display, and it's all thanks really to you, Father Daniel, and the Archdiocese of St. Paul in Minneapolis, and all the creators of Luminiscence for bringing it here to this beautiful space.
Well, thank you, Adam, and I want to give so much credit to our staff.
Yeah.
This has been a lot of hard work for our staff, and they've done an incredible job. They're visionary themselves. They're open. They're really talented and hardworking. And so a big thank you to the staff. Thank you to Luminiscence as well for being a good partner.
No doubt, no doubt. And thank you to May, our cinephotographer here as well today. We really appreciate it. Father Daniel, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for hosting me here at the beautiful Basilica of St. Mary. And we'll look forward to seeing what Luminiscence is all about, and go see the show, everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, Father. Thank you.
Take care.
It was a great chat with Father Dan Griffith, the pastor of the Basilica of St. Mary. He brought up trying to get the people from the Chancery to come see the show. That's the Vatican's administrative office.
Wow.
So, yes.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. But maybe Pope Leo himself will be viewing some of the things that are happening right here in Minneapolis. So really cool stuff that's going on there. And like I said, going through the end of January, live choir, live orchestra.
Wow.
It really will just completely take your breath away. It's about an hour long. Really, really, really cool stuff.
Even without the sound, just looking at the visuals there, just the brief snippets of the visuals we got there, those were mesmerizing. It seemed like it was a surreal experience.
It sure was. It sure was. And those visuals even don't do it justice.
I bet.
When you're inside and it's all around you, and you look behind you and it's around you, and to your right and to your left and in front of you, it really does take your breath away. So go see it, everybody. And maybe if you're not even in Minnesota and you're watching us now and you're thinking about a trip here, it's worth putting on your list while you're here, for real.
Yeah, why not? And if not, maybe coming soon to a cathedral near you.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's an embargoed list of cities that it's coming to, so it's but it might be coming to a big city near you. We are going to take a commercial break, and we're going to be back with Ian Leonard and Max Fuller at the weather board.
No, I think I've been banned. I think I've been suspended from the winter weather board. I'm just going to step back and watch the master do his thing. We're going to check in with Ian Leonard. I'm not going to get in his way this time. He's going to give you an unfiltered, unmaxed weather report right here on the afternoon show. Second hour coming at you right after.
Welcome back to the afternoon shift, Max. We don't have any windows in here, but this weather is about to shift very quickly here.
Yeah, it's going to get crazy out there, and Ian Leonard is on top of it all like usual.
He sure is. He sure is. The Fox 9 Chief Meteorologist. Better than Al Roker in our opinion, right, Max?
Oh, way better than
Al
Roker. I turned into Al Froker for a second there, but listen, I'm just an amateur. Ian is the master.
I love that you guys turned immediately into suck-up mode. And more than that, I appreciate it. Absolutely more than you know. So, yeah, let's talk about this. We've had a very, very mild November in our portion of the upper Midwest. Record high temperatures just a couple of days ago, 56 in the metro, almost 20 degrees above average. But as we get to Thanksgiving, our thoughts are going to start to turn to the holidays. And with the holidays comes winter, and there will be people walking around saying, I can't believe it. It's going to snow, and it's going to get windy, and it's going to get cold. And my one-word answer for that type of a reaction is this. Minnesota. It's late November, and we live in Minnesota. So let's talk about how this all comes together. And it's a couple of components. We had the fog earlier today. Look, this is downtown Minneapolis in the back. That's the Capella Tower, Wells Fargo Tower. Most of the smaller buildings swallowed up by the low-level clouds. And really, when we talk about the fog this morning, the definition of fog is a low-level cloud that is actually in contact with the ground. So we had that very warm, humid air from the south move over ground that's not frozen yet, but it is definitively cooler than the air above it. And boom, you catch that fog. Now overnight, we'll get into showers, which eventually turns to snow, and through it all, the wind picks up. After the midnight hour, winds out of the northwest at 30 to 50 miles per hour, so blustery as the rain phases over to snow between 6 and 8 p.m. And on the other side of it all, it is stupid cold come Thursday, Friday, and beyond. When we talk about a phase change, this is the overall flow around a deep area of low pressure. This area right here along 35 down the Mississippi River Valley, that's what we call a dry slot. So the cooler, drier air comes in, the mid-levels of the atmosphere, wraps around the low, and cooler air is heavier than warmer air, wraps around the low and drops. But it's cool and it's dry air, so that's the dry slot. That's where we don't have any moisture, but the cold air is present. So as the moisture wraps around the low, that pink area there, that's the rain-snow mix. And notice as we head through the overnight, everything turns to snow here, varying degrees. Heaviest snow is stretching here off into the South Shore, so Bayfield, Wisconsin, all the way to Ashland. Now, this is tomorrow morning. It all begins to clear. Through it all, the winds present out of the northwest at 30 to 50 miles per hour. This is snow potential. Where we're looking for the heaviest snows, Alexandria over to Pine City, Mille Lacs, just north of St. Cloud. This will be an area of 3 to 6 inches plus as we stretch here into the South Shore. That's lake effect snow at 12 inches plus. You know, everyone always says, well, how much are we going to get exactly in the metro? To which I would say, nobody. Absolutely nobody can tell you exactly. The storm is a living, breathing organism, and as it morphs and moves, this is our thoughts here through the overnight. Snow potential. See the North Metro? That's like it's wearing a hat of, say, 5+ inches. Metro proper, 2 to 4 just north of the downtowns of Minneapolis to St. Paul. South of that, 1 to 3, but it falls through the overnight. So the bulk of this winter weather doesn't come while most of us are moving around. Tomorrow's a big move around day. It is Wednesday before Thanksgiving. There's the winter storm warning. The access of the heaviest snow is right here to the north. But look, if you're going to drive up 94, you're going up to Brainerd Lakes or heading up to Duluth, or you're heading here into Wisconsin, tonight's not the night to travel. Tomorrow morning's not the morning to travel. As we head through mid-afternoon tomorrow, that's when I would tell you, yes, you can get your travel in, but it's all about staying safe. 9 to 6 p.m. today, we're gray, we're mild, we're damp in the 40s. Now temperatures begin to drop. That's when everything phases over as the rain switches to snow. The flakes fade as we wake up first thing tomorrow morning, and there isn't an awful lot of oomph left in this system. But the winds out of the northwest stay very strong all afternoon tomorrow. So I would say this, for somebody like Max, hang on to your hats and your small furry animals as you go for a cousin walk. You're going to need to tomorrow. It is windy, it is cloudy, it is cold. We'll talk about wind chills in the low teens. We head into Turkey Day. Forecast is a turkey. Look, we had a high of 56 on Sunday, almost 20 degrees above average. There's your average high, 37 degrees. You start to factor in wind chill. We'll talk about 20 to 25 degrees below average as we talk about another chance of flakes perhaps flying here Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. I don't have a lot of great news for folks who really like above average temperatures in November, but I do have an update, and that is this. Minnesota. It's Minnesota. It's the end of November, and things are going to change. I guess at this point I would say to my friends Max and Adam, any wide-based weather questions that you've always wanted to ask, but were afraid when you saw me in the hallway with my handlers as I get out of the limousine? Is there anything you'd like to ask?
I just want to know what the exact cousin walk forecast. That's like 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock on Thursday. I want to know the wind rate, and the temperature rate for
well,
that
if you
moment.
have some cousins who aren't, over 100 pounds, hold on to them. You'll literally be like, whoa.
Well, I know. My wig, my very intricate wig might blow off because it sounds like the winds are whipping up pretty strong there, Ian. I am curious, and I've tried to ask you this in the hallways, but usually you just tell me to shut up, chump, and you shake me down.
Please move along. Make him move along.
Yeah, you're like, guards, seize him, seize him now.
Move
And then you steal my lunch money afterwards. You shake me up and down, give me a swirly in the bathroom, all that business. And you say, you've been saying that we've had a really nice November and all this stuff, and it's Minnesota. I am curious though. Do you, off the top of your head, do you have like one specific winter where you're like, man, that was the nastiest one?
Oh, well, I'm not even sure if you know this, Max. I grew up in Canada. I grew up in Western Canada, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And when I moved here, people had said, gets pretty cold down here. I'm like, I'm from Canada. I have a reel. When you're on TV for 30 plus years, you end up having all these reels that you save. I have one where I'm live outside and the wind chill is 51 below, and I take a cup of coffee and I stick a spoon in it and suspend it with a stick, and I put it there, and I talk, and I do the weather for 4 or 5 minutes, and I go back, and it's not completely frozen, but I can pull out a pretty good popsicle. Coffee. I mean, look, where I grew up, you drive for 20 minutes and the car's not blowing hot air yet. That's just a fact of life. But,
Minus 51. That's like
that's real life, brother.
That's insane.
Oh yeah.
That's why
it's
I
coming.
am as rough, tumble, and ready as I am, because I am a man of cold.
Minus 51. I mean, I don't ever want a piece of that ever.
Yeah. Well, it's coming.
You know what? Dress for the forecast. Embrace the forecast. It's late November. It's Minnesota. We're going to be okay. Maybe some slick spots on the roads tomorrow morning, but just embrace it, my friends. We're going to be fine.
Yes. Well, we embrace you. You're our you're not just Fox 9's chief meteorologist. You're America's chief meteorologist.
You're the chief of our hearts.
I just got promoted, honey. Just letting my wife know I got promoted.
You're moving up, kid.
Yes.
Thanks, Ian.
Thanks, you guys.
Minus 51. I don't ever want to experience that in my life. No, thank you. It never gets like that in Minnesota. It not minus 51.
It gets pretty.
Not minus 51.
It can get pretty greasy, dog.
Not minus 51. What?
Okay.
Didn't you say it snowed in July one time here?
I
or
swear
August?
it did. Is Ian still there? Is there? I swear it did. I swear it snowed in the summertime before. God,
That's
I should have
crazy.
asked him that.
I remember you talk about it. It's like an epic story.
I swear it has snowed during the summertime before. And I'm sure we got people in the chat, want to text us, email us, shoot us a DM on afternoonshift_Fox on Instagram. I swear I'm not lying about this. It has snowed in the summertime before.
That's crazy.
It was so cold, the gas froze in my bus one time before I went to school.
What?
Yes.
And it just couldn't drive?
2-hour delay. We didn't even get the day off.
That's
how normal. It's normal around here, brother.
That's insane. That's absolutely
Tundra.
Insane. Probably not a whole lot of snow days actually in Minnesota, are there?
There's not. There's not.
Because the crews are so good, and
we're used to it.
The traffic tomorrow afternoon is probably gonna be pretty epic if you're trying to drive around or whatnot.
It's gonna be pretty brutal there.
Yeah. Everybody stay safe out on the roads, especially if you're driving tonight or whatnot. Also stay safe in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes, because we're coming up next. We're gonna talk about all the do's and don'ts of making dinner, cross-contamination, dealing with poultry. There's a lot of stuff going on.
There is a lot of stuff going on, and maybe somebody's cooking dinner for the first time. They don't know what to do. They don't know what food should be touching and shouldn't be touching, how to properly clean everything up. We're going to get down to the bottom of all of that and more coming up next.
Welcome back here to the afternoon shift. Max, we're about 48 hours away from Thanksgiving dinner.
Ooh, and the countdown is on. I cannot wait, especially all about, we've been eating some good food here over the last couple of days. I just cannot wait, but I want to make sure that I can eat it safely this year.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff going on. Here to give us the do's and don'ts for cooking on Thanksgiving is the CEO of Stop Foodborne Illness, Miss Sandra Eskin. Sandra, welcome back to the afternoon shift. How are you?
Thank you. I'm well. How are you guys?
We're great. We're going to be even better 2 days from now when we can get into the kitchen, but we want to make sure we could do it safe. Sandra, what are some common problems people run into cooking on Thanksgiving Day?
That's a great question. You have to follow this sort of 4 safe food handling practice every day. And on Thanksgiving, the advice is on steroids because you're cooking for a lot of people. Chances are they're very young and very old. So they are. Number 1, clean. Wash your hands, and then wash your hands. Number 2, separate. Don't prep your turkey on a cutting board that you're then using to cut vegetables, raw vegetables for your salad. Number 3, which people mostly get wrong on Thanksgiving, cook thoroughly. Use a meat thermometer. Make sure that you stick it in the thickest part of the turkey after you think it's ready, and make sure that the thermometer says 165 degrees. You can't tell if it's done by looking at it, by smelling it, by touching it. You need to use a thermometer. And then, of course, we all know that we make way too much food for Thanksgiving dinner, and we get to enjoy the feast days after. However, be mindful how you put your leftovers in the fridge. Shallow pans means they're going to cool quicker. You want that to happen. They're probably safe in there for 3 to 4 days, as long as they're well packaged and the fridge is cold. The only exception to the 3 to 4 day rule are, and don't eat them together, gravy and whipped cream, because they go bad more quickly.
Say it's someone's first time in the kitchen, or maybe they're just unsure of their cooking skills. What are some common foods that we eat on Thanksgiving that maybe someone should avoid if they're worried about like illness or whether they can prepare it or not?
That's a great question. So there are some foods that are more often associated with foodborne illness than aren't. Chances are, hopefully, they're not on your Thanksgiving table menu. So one, I want to reiterate, raw milk or cheese and other dairy products made from raw milk. Raw milk means it's not pasteurized. Pasteurized means it's been heated to a point where it kills any germs. So if you're going to serve milk, make sure it's pasteurized. I'd be wary of certain sprouts like alfalfa sprouts. They often look lovely in a salad. They are associated with illnesses, so I would be mindful. Excuse me, please. I don't know about you guys, but I'm guessing that some families start with a very elegant appetizer that involves raw oysters. Raw molluscan shellfish is also associated with foodborne illness. So I'd probably go right to the turkey, or if you're me, the pumpkin pie before I would eat that.
And if you're serving raw milk at Thanksgiving dinner, I'm okay on that.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good on that invite.
Just get. Hey, sorry, my mom's calling. I got
raw
get
milk
here,
at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You ever had raw milk at Thanksgiving?
I've never had raw milk in any setting.
Yeah. How about just a beer or a water? Raw milk, that's a lot. You mentioned the raw poultry. There's a ton of issues. What are some? You say that the turkey is safe, but the poultry could get people into trouble too. What are some tips with dealing with raw poultry?
I think the most important thing are, I'm going to point to 2 of the 4 practices that I mentioned at the beginning of our chat here. One is separate. You know, when you're cutting up, you're trimming the turkey and then you're putting it in the oven. You want to make sure that you use a separate knife, a separate cutting board, because if you then turn and use the same utensils on something that's not getting cooked, and if that turkey was contaminated at all, it's going to cross-contaminate the other products. The other thing I cannot emphasize enough is thoroughly cooking your turkey. That will kill any salmonella or other germs. Again, follow good advice as far as proper use of the thermometer. There's a lot all over the internet or at foodsafety.gov. But basically, it's important to put the the end of the thermometer at different points in the turkey, right? Temperature is going to be vary, right? But definitely make sure you hit the thickest part. I want to say one other thing about turkey, and that is stuffing. Stuffing is awesome. It's probably a good idea to cook the stuffing separately from the turkey. I know it's called stuffing for a reason, but if your turkey is not fully cooked, it can cross-contaminate the stuffing and people can get sick. So it's probably advisable, even wasn't the way your mother or your grandmother, for that matter, your father or your grandfather did it. Put it in a nice big glass dish and put it in the oven separately.
Sandra, talking about things that you learned from your mother and your grandmother while you were cooking, I've never had a meat thermometer, but I've always followed the rule, if you puncture it and the fluids run clear, it's safe to eat. Is that not really the case? Is that just an old wives' tale?
Well, I won't say it's an old wives' tale. It is probably a good indication, and if that's all you have, right, you're likely to be safe, but it's not foolproof. You could have other parts of the turkey that if you did in fact puncture it, it wouldn't run clear, or the meat would look, yes, when we didn't have meat thermometers, we didn't have a lot we could go on, but we do now, and as long as the battery is definitely juiced, it's reliable, and probably more reliable. And they're all different models, Paul, of thermometers. You can get basic thermometers. You can get high-tech thermometers. They range in prices, but they're really an essential kitchen utensil.
All right, sounds like I have to head to the shops tomorrow when the snow's out and everything's out to make sure I can pick up a thermometer. All right, now I'm going to feel bad if I cook and someone gets sick, so I'm going to have to go and buy myself a thermometer.
No. You can also try online. Maybe one of the online retailers will deliver it to you in the snow.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Look at
Is it snowing already in Minneapolis?
That's all we've been hearing about today,
it's
Sandra.
coming.
It's gonna get really snowy tonight.
It's definitely coming. Sandra, you mentioned it a little bit ago. What is kind of like leftovers 101? Everybody's going to be, unless you just got like a big old family or a lot of hungry kids, everybody's going to be dealing with some degree of leftovers. What's kind of like the 101 of leftovers?
So again, it's important that you let them cool down and you put them in the refrigerator and they're cool. So the key is to use shallow dishes, because then you'll know to store the leftovers, because it'll be quicker for them to cool down. Again, that's true with turkey and stuffing and sweet potatoes and almost everything. They should be good 3 to 4 days after they've been prepared. But if you're in doubt, throw it out. And remember that gravy and whipped cream are 2 essential elements of the Thanksgiving feast, but they can spoil more quickly than on than other leftovers. So again, shallow dishes, get them in the refrigerator 3 to 4 days. No on the turkey. No, I'm sorry. No on the turkey. Gravy, whipped cream, 1 day.
Perfect. Sandra Eskin, the CEO of Stop Foodborne Illness. We appreciate your time, Sandra.
Great, thank you. And you guys have a great Thanksgiving holiday.
You too.
And delicious.
Yes, absolutely. I think my Thanksgiving is going to be raw milk and Paul's thermominated turkey. Yes.
I'm going to get a thermometer so I can thermominate my turkey.
Yes.
Thermominate. I like that one.
Paul, have you ever cooked? I mean, Thanksgiving, this is a uniquely American holiday.
It is a uniquely American holiday, but I have actually indulged in Thanksgiving a few times.
Is there an Australian equivalent of Thanksgiving?
There's not really an equivalent. Yeah, we don't.
Because I know like Canada's got their own kind of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like some countries have their own kind of version.
Yeah, I don't know. We kind of get ripped off. We celebrated Friendsgiving when Kaylee was living over there. But my very weird story. My very first Thanksgiving dinner was with friends in London.
America's second greatest export, Thanksgiving, to
Yeah,
the rest of the
Thanksgiving.
world. Right behind the national parks. Everybody just copies us.
I might actually agree with you on that.
Basketball, football,
National parks, number
Telephone.
one.
telephone,
Internet.
nope, the car,
None of it.
no, just national parks and Thanksgiving. It's
And raw milk.
And raw milk. And raw milk. America the Beautiful. Speaking of America the Beautiful, Cossetta's in St. Paul. This is another American export. They beat out the world on their panettone bread. Yes.
One of a world champion winning bread right here in St. Paul, the state capital. Cossetta's, some of the best food you can get in Minnesota. They got some new holiday bread, all types of things going on in Cossetta's for the holidays. We talked to them and we found out much more about everything going down at one of St. Paul's best restaurants. We'll hear from them in just a moment right here on the afternoon.
Back to the afternoon shift. Max, we continue to give the city of St. Paul a ton of love here on our show.
All the love. We love St. Paul here.
Yes.
You know, even though sometimes you're a little dismissive of St. Paul. No, you're the biggest fan of St. Paul. And we're the biggest fans of Cossetta.
Yeah, you've been hyping up this restaurant to me for a while now.
Ever since you got here. Literally, probably the first day I met you, I was telling you about Cossetta. It's
Sure.
one of my favorite restaurants in all of Minnesota, in the whole country, in the whole world, really.
Yes, yeah. It's a little taste of Italy here in the Twin Cities. And they just rolled out this brand new panettone bread.
Oh, panettone.
Yes.
Panettone.
Yeah, we're going to learn all of
You gotta
really get into it. We're gonna learn all about it with our friends here from Cossetta's, Jaime Martinez, the executive pastry chef, and Danielle Sorrow from the Cossetta's family. Thank you so much for being here on the afternoon shift.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, can you tell us what is panettone bread? What is this?
Sure, panettone is a 500-year-old Italian leaven bread that originated in Milan, and it's semi-sweet. It has candied citrus, raisins, and it's just amazing. The chocolate, of course, has the chocolate, multiple different kinds of chocolate.
Yeah, and it's very fluffy bread. It's very light. It's like a cotton. And the chocolate especially melts in your mouth if you put a piece of panettone in your mouth. It will melt completely. It's not like you are eating bread. It's like you put a chocolate bonbon in your mouth. Yeah.
Now, when we were before the interview, we were talking. You guys said you went on a whole journey to kind of perfect it. How long did this take, and what was that journey like?
We've been on a 15-year panettone journey.
15 years.
Yes. So it's our journey to the World Cup. This year we won for the fourth time the Panettone World Cup Americas division. So that's the last 4 years, and we're looking forward to competing international finals in Milan next year.
You guys are a Panettone dynasty.
Yes,
4 in a row. Yes. None of our sports teams can win, but Cossetta's is bringing home all the championships.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's our goal to bring in the main from Italy on the 2026. We want to bring it in. We've represented the United States for the last 4 times, so it's 8 years of battle with that. But yeah, it's a very tricky bread to make, but we are very passionate to do it. I mean, even though it's 56 hours that we are working from start to finish, but we are happy to do it. I mean, we want the public to taste this beautiful bread.
Yeah, Jaime, you say it's a difficult bread to make. What makes it so challenging to produce?
Well, the mother dough will be the one key thing to master before we can come up with a very nice bread. We have to feed the baby 3-4 times until it is very strong, and then we put all these ingredients that we weigh perfectly so we don't go off balance. If it go off the balance, then we are going to have trouble. So it's very difficult to really manage. Yeah.
You know, the holiday season is all about, different kinds of foods, mixing and matching. What goes good with panettone?
Well, Anything. I mean, you can just eat it by itself, and that's enough. Coffee, milk, chocolate, whatever. You can even, if you have a leftover panettone, you can come up with some French toast or bread pudding. So that's how you can eat it. And anything. I mean, pop, whatever. I mean, you just slice some panettone, put it in your mouth, and you don't need nothing else.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And Danielle, you told me that this panettone can be enjoyed by people nationwide now, beginning December 1st. Can you tell us more about that, how people can order it and ship it to all their friends from coast to coast now?
Absolutely. Well, we are going to have it available on our website, and that's cossettas.com, starting December 1st. You can have it shipped nationwide. But if you'd like to get your panettone just a little bit sooner, you're welcome to come to our market. It's available right now, so you can have it for your Thanksgiving table as well as throughout the holidays.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
we got to dig into this panettone.
I know, right? We definitely do. Before we do, real quick, I want to ask you guys, say there's someone like my good friend Adam-llorens here that's never been to Cossetta's. What makes Cossetta's special? Why should someone stop in today?
Sure. Cossetta's is special because it's an authentic Italian experience. From the pasticceria to Louis' rooftop, gelato, the pizzeria, you're going to find everything there. It's going to be authentic and it's going to be delicious.
Yeah, and all the food that we make over there is all from scratch. I mean, all the food that we prepare, all the cookies, the bread, we do it from scratch. So it's very authentic. All the ingredients, most of the ingredients comes from Italy. So it's very authentic.
You all have no bigger fan than Max Fuller. Max has been really hyping up Cossetta's for months now.
I talk about it for free advertising for you all in there all the time, basically. Yeah, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, let's get into this panettone
Yeah,
here.
yes,
We
sure.
can try some of
have
this
you
out.
some-
We
yeah.
can see what the World Cup winner is all about here.
Yeah.
15 years in the making.
So does everybody just have different kinds of, or was this specifically for Panettone World Cup? Like, was it different kinds of bread, or like this competition that you guys were in?
The panettone is an artist. We make an artisan panettone. So it's been developing the recipe and perfecting it and fine tuning it.
Amazing. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Some of the chocolate.
All right. All right. Look at this. This is just get right into it.
Jump right in.
Just jump right in. All right.
Yeah.
You guys gonna grab a piece too? Oh yeah, we gotta have
Let's
some.
see this.
Oh yeah. That's really good.
Light,
is
light
beyond
and
really
airy.
Freaking good.
Yeah.
Light
It's
and
like,
airy.
I mean, it
Yeah.
tastes, it's like a cloud, like just picking up a cloud off the sky that has raisins in it.
What are some of the I see raisins. What are some of the other fruits that are in there now?
It's orange candy and citron. It's like a citrus fruit. Yeah, and everything's coming from Italy. Yeah.
Wow.
That is
This is amazing.
delightful.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had
And
that.
French toast with this?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
geez, like
Heaven. Literal
Yeah,
heaven.
like I said, you don't have to do nothing to it.
All right, you really don't have to do
because
anything
this
with
is so
it.
perfect.
Now,
This
this-
is just.
this is the chocolate.
This is my favorite,
panettone?
yeah,
This
it's
is
my
your favorite? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm two-handed.
All right. Here we go.
Panettone in both hands.
This is just.
Let me know.
Let's see here. Oh
What
man,
is that, Doc?
Yes.
that is beyond excellent.
Heck yeah.
It's just like really biting into like a piece of candied chocolate almost, except just airy and
Yeah.
yeasty and like
Yeah.
56 hours this takes to make.
56 hours, yeah.
56 hours.
Amazing.
And you were
Amazing.
telling us that it has to like hang upside down, like
Yeah, we have to flip it upside down to hang so it keeps the shape like this. 12 hours before we can bag it up. If we flip it earlier, it will collapse. It will not have this nice dome. Nice dome.
Yeah, there's the video of it.
There, yeah. You
Flipped
can
up right
see.
there.
Yeah.
Amazing.
that's awesome.
So good. So good. Tell us again, where can people go get this? And I know beginning next Monday, December 1, they can get it online, but where can we get it here in the Twin
You
Cities?
can get it at Cossetta's right now. Go on in to the market. We have both of these panettones available
Yeah.
for your Thanksgiving table.
Sweet. I mean, we've been spoiled here the last 2 days.
We really have. I mean, every day's Thanksgiving. I mean, I don't even need an excuse. A day after Thanksgiving, a week after Thanksgiving, panettone is good anytime.
I know it. We've just been eating all week, and this is a nice inclusion to this feast that we're having. Jaime, Danielle, we really appreciate it. This is going to be just something just to munch on for the rest of the day here.
Yeah, literally.
It's so good. So good. We appreciate you all's time. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll be enjoying our panettone bread here. Don't mind us.
More afternoon. Back after that.
Welcome back to the afternoon shift. Max, the weather outside is it's getting a little frightful out there for people.
It is, but there's no fire. That's delightful. But we did have some delightful interviews earlier in our show today.
We did, and the highlight of them was Marcus Carpenter, the founder of Route 1, really doing really important work to increase diversity and equity and inclusion within the world of agriculture.
For sure, breaking down all those barriers that lots of different people face to getting into the agricultural world. And enough of us talking about it. Let's hear from Marcus himself.
He is with Route 1, trying to increase diversity and equity in agriculture across the state. We appreciate you joining us here.
Thanks, guys. It's good to be here.
Yeah. You think you could do the weather board like Max there?
I don't know. I stay away from the weather board. So I stay more closer to the farm and stay in my lane.
Can you tell us more about your lane, about Route 1 and all the great things that you're doing there?
Absolutely. So at Route 1, what we do is we work to increase food access, specifically within underserved communities. And so the way that we do that is we really try to focus on how do we help farmers not only grow a good potato or tomato, but how do we help them grow their business? Because we believe if we can help farmers and producers grow more good food, we can not only increase food access, but we can increase economic development, we can increase health equity, we can increase career and leadership development. And then most importantly, what we can do is we can decrease the instances of diabetes and heart disease and chronic liver disease and that type of thing. So that's what we do.
What inspired you to want to start Route 1?
Yeah, thank you. Man, I would say my family, our family legacy. I'm a fourth-generation farm kid from Arkansas. Dang. And so my great-grandparents started their farm in 1914, and they grew it, They grew it from 20 acres to 180 acres. Wow. And so my great-grandmother, she was a saint. She had 18 children, all natural, and my grandfather was fourth from the bottom. So we come from a long line, a long legacy of farming. And so myself and my cousins, we grew up getting our hands in the dirt, skipping rocks, getting in our ancestors' way. And so that's what we do at Route 1 is we really try to pass along some of that legacy of, hey, what does it mean to know where your food comes from? What does it mean to build a profitable farm business? And then we just try to have fun along the way and teach our young people that, hey, if you want to be a farmer, that's great. Yeah. But if not, come out on the farm, get some peace and quiet, and then you can really kind of take a peek at your future.
Why is it that that children of color really don't see agriculture as a career path? It's not something that you typically think of. Why is that? What's the root of that, you think?
I think there's a lot of reasons for that. I think one of the main reasons is that we've, over the course of the last 100 years, we've saw over 16 billion acres of farmland be decimated from communities of color around the world, and specifically here in the United States. And so, oftentimes our young people, specifically people that come from underrepresented communities, they don't see black farmers, right? And so we're trying to change all that. We're really working through our Seeds to Success Youth Academy. It's supported by, folks like people like Toro down the road. But what our Seeds to Success Youth Academy is really about is helping our young people see themselves on the farm, but then also connecting with our university partners like the University of Minnesota, University of Wisconsin, and Tuskegee University, which is the most heralded black agricultural campus in the country, getting those kids from Minnesota down to Alabama and on campus.
Not just the Tuskegee Airmen that they're known
Right.
for.
That's
Also
right.
agriculture.
On land too, in the air and on land, probably by sea as well. I'm sure if we read the history books about it.
Yeah.
Now, like, what are some obstacles that are facing black and brown kids from being a part of the agricultural world?
Yeah, I think it's just an opportunity to be exposed, right? And so at Route 1, the way that we're providing that exposure is through what we call our ACMC, which is the Agriculture and Conservation Micro Campus. And what we do is we really take a 12,000 square foot property and we introduce young people to outdoor agriculture, indoor agriculture through our shipping container farm, which I can't wait to talk to you all about. But we also introduce them to things like soil health and conservation. And so our first one is in the city of Minnetonka. We just purchased land in St. Paul, and we're looking for locations 3 through 5. But it's really around how do we take everything that we do on the farm and bring it to the people, right?
Yeah. You just brought up that shipping container farm. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so we're really excited about it. It's an 8 by 40 foot shipping container, and we're able to grow over 200 pounds of fresh produce. And the cool part about it is we're not only distributing that food to hunger relief partners, to our food shelves, but also we've gotten support from James Beard award-winning chefs like Gavin Kaysen and right?
Yeah.
Spoon and Stable.
Yeah.
Jorge Guzman, right? So we have an amazing culinary crowd here in the state of Minnesota that's supporting our work, and that's really allowing us to build a platform of a profitable business for some of these young folks through our freight farm. So you can grow food 365 days a year here in Minnesota, and so we're really excited about it.
So cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm
cool.
excited just listening to it, man.
Yeah.
It's really awesome work that you guys are doing, and obviously that's important. The present is important, but I'm sure you're always looking forward to the future as well. Like, what's next? Do you think for Route 1?
Yeah. Wow, what's next? So I would say we're really leaning into this ACMC model. Currently, if you would close your eyes, I know we're live here. You can't close your eyes, but if you think about any corridor in one of our suburbs or downtown Minneapolis, and you think about all the franchises that you see, right? Imagine we replace that or add to that with a place where we're growing food, where communities are coming together, where folks from our corporations and our universities and our high schools, our municipalities, different cultures are all coming together around one thing, which is food, right? And so that's what we're looking to do in the next, 12 to 18 months, and we hope your viewers will be a part of that.
No doubt. What are some of the success stories that you've already seen from Route 1?
Yeah. So over the last 3 years since we launched that fateful summer of 2020. And so since then, we've been able to grow over 300 pounds of fresh produce. We went from supporting 6 farmers to now over 200 farmers here in the state of Minnesota. Most recently, we partnered with the United Way. And from the time we launched our project to the time we delivered the food, we delivered over 18,000 pounds of food. We served 2,000 families. We served over 4,000 individuals within a 3-week period. And so what we believe that we've been able to do is really connect the dots between producer, distributor, and also the end consumer, which is our families and the folks that really need it.
Speaking of connecting dots, let's connect the dots between the audience and Route 1. How can people help?
Folks can go to our website, and it's route1mn.org, and they can learn all about us. Specifically, we have our Harvest Hope in Minnesota campaign right now, and what that's really about is from September to October, specifically in the state of Minnesota, at farms across our state, there's over 300,000 pounds of food that's left in the field. And so what we're focusing on right now immediately is how do we get that food harvested and into the bellies of those who need it.
Why is it being left in the field? Why it's just like it just sits there and goes and spoils essentially?
It sits there and it spoils. Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
And so what we believe and what we demonstrated through our work with United Way and some of our other partners is that if farmers had the resources and organizations, not just Route 1, but other food hub organizations had an opportunity to have access to those resources, we could absolutely feed people. And so, man, our farmers are amazing. And so it's through opportunities like this to be able to sit down with you all and the audience. But we feel like if we had those resources in hand, we could feed a lot more people.
Amazing.
I love it, man.
That's such good work that you're doing, Marcus.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. And learn more about Route 1. Look them up and support that cause. We appreciate you, Marcus.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. That was Marcus Carpenter, the founder of Route 1. You know, I'm going to go on the record. I'm going to say that's one of my favorite interviews we've done on this show.
Me too, man.
Yeah.
I felt really good and just inspired and
Yes.
uplifted after hearing Marcus's message. And clearly he was so passionate about it, man. And just like he's helping so many different people get into just opening up a whole different world for tons and tons of black and brown kids out there, man.
No doubt. And just had so much gratitude for being here, too.
Yeah.
You know, not that every guest does it, but like you just really kind of felt it from him.
Like he
so,
really appreciated
Yeah.
us amplifying the message, and we really appreciate the message that he's trying to amplify, man. And we were just talking about it off the air. He mentioned that, you know, he's a fourth-generation farm kid. His grandparents had that farm in 1914. I don't know if your TVs are in color, but we're all black up here. A black couple owning acres of land. 1914. I can't even imagine the things they had to do to fight to keep that land. Not only keep that land, but expand it and pass it down to their kids for generations. I mean, that's super cool. And for him to share that knowledge and that experience with a bunch of other people and open up that world for them, it's a beautiful thing, man. It really is.
That absolutely. Shout out to Marcus Carpenter and go check out Route 1. They're doing really amazing work. We will wrap up today's episode right after this, Max. Hopefully beat the traffic home.
Yeah, seriously, it's going to be greasy out there. I'm sure Ian will be breaking it down more just at the 5 o'clock news and in just a little bit here. But stay with us. It ain't 5 o'clock just yet. We got a little bit more afternoon shift right after this.
Welcome back to the afternoon shift. It's another Tuesday down, Max. One step closer to Thanksgiving.
One step closer, just another day to go. And I'm sure we're not the only ones out there. You know, we're not trying to like count down the hours, the days or anything. We're just all super excited to reunite with our fams, to spend the day watching football and indulging in some good food. But we got one more show left.
We do have one more show left. It's going to be a very special Thanksgiving themed edition tomorrow. Some food segments in there. We're actually going to preview the Packers-Lions game, which will be right here on Fox 9 at noon on Thanksgiving. Will be the highest rated Fox game of the year, maybe saving the playoffs. So that should be a really great game. Both teams in trying to get to the Bears point in first place.
For sure, and it's sickening for Vikings fans out there to have to watch our NFC North adversaries duke it out for possible playoff positioning. But listen, for so long, we talked about it before. For so long, the Lions automatically being slated to play on Thanksgiving was a miserable. It was just like, it was like a death sentence. It's just like, we gotta watch the Lions play again. It's just another meaningless game. At that point in the season, they usually had 1 or 2 wins. They're playing a boring brand of football, and we already knew the outcome, so nobody really cared. But now the Lions being slated in on Thanksgiving every year is a treat, and them going on, and it doesn't get better than divisional rivalries. You know, maybe not as fierce as the Vikings-Packers rivalry, but still a fierce NFC North rivalry nonetheless. And then the NFC North has been a bloodbath all season, so this is going to be a really important game. And I think we got a full slate of good games on Thursday, not just Lions-Packers, but that's the one we're going to be focusing on tomorrow.
Sure thing. I mean, there's Chiefs-Cowboys, the Bengals-Ravens, Joe Burrow's coming back, a lot of great games on Thanksgiving. And don't forget tomorrow night, maybe one of the highest anticipated NBA matchups of the entire regular season so far. The Timberwolves at the Thunder, Western Conference Finals rematch. Should be good basketball tomorrow night too.
Yeah, it should be a high stakes basketball, measuring stick kind of game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, who've been struggling as of late. But it'll be really exciting, and I'm sure we'll get into that tomorrow too.
Yeah, all of that, some more food, just a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. Hopefully everybody can stay safe on their commutes home today. It's not nice out there, and it's just getting worse. Actually, it's actually not going to get better until tomorrow morning. So be safe out there, everybody, and hopefully nobody's really traveling too far tonight.
Yeah, hopefully not. Stay safe out there, and you know, Fox 9's got you covered. We love to. We got the weather covered 24/7 around here. Ian's gonna have it locked down all night. So if you're worried, if you got any questions about anything going on with these snow flurries, with the rain, with the wind, with whatever, anything to do with weather, Ian's got you covered in just probably like a couple minutes here.
Yeah, and you do too. You're running the board.
I made my weather board debut. Kimono in all. You know, I thought I did pretty damn good. You know, I was guided by a master. You know what I'm saying? But I thought I did pretty damn good for my debut. I thought I was real Al Froker like. You know, I brought like real presence to the screen.
Yeah.
It was great.
You did well. I'm surprised the kimono actually came through on the green screen. I thought it was going to be a see-through.
I thought I was going to blend in.
It worked
some
out.
type of camouflage or something, but it ended up working out. Shout out to Ian for that experience because that was really cool. I think everybody, what do you want? When you grow up watch the news, everybody wants to go in front of the board. You know, it's a little disappointing when you see it in real life and it's literally just a green screen. I got to look at the screen to see the screen, but it still was a cool experience nonetheless. But I think I'm going to hand the baton off to Ian. You know, I don't want to steal any of his thunder.
Yeah, we're going to hand off the baton to Kelsey and Simone, who are sitting at the desk. You will see Ian within the first 5 minutes of the show on that news, but you'll see us tomorrow.
Sooner.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll see us tomorrow. No sooner than 22 hours from now. Do with it what you will, but we'll be back here same time, same place. In the meantime, I'm Max Fuller.
Adam-llorens.
And the 5 o'clock news starts right now.